Welcome back to the second video of the 12 marketing sales training. In this video, we will be talking about all our different products. And so this is the product training video, the 12 marketing sales training product training video. Welcome back. And we're going to be running you through all the different products one by one. And once again, if you have any questions, we will be in conversation and chatting again at the end of it to discuss any questions that you may have. So please write down any questions that you may have so that we can discuss that. Right, so this is in no particular order, but we're going to start with the social media advertising products. And of course, this is a service that involves a client that wants to run a social media campaign, and whether this is on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, this is the campaign service. Of course, this is excluding ad spend, and it's including the management of the particular sales not sales, but the account. It excludes the account management. It is just the management of the actual advertising campaign. All right. This is what it will look like when a client requests a quotation. A copy of this, what you see on the screen, is what will be going live in the dashboard on the customer's quotation. But we'll be teaching you how to do the quotations and how to use the portal, how to use this ERP system to the fullest benefit and advantage. All right, so that is that product. I'm just going to be running through them each one by one so that you understand. As we run through these products, you'll also remember how we stack them in the sales funnel, the upside down and inside out sales funnel, the development and the supporting sales funnel. You'll see now how they work both hand in hand to add value together. SEO services, search engine optimization, and this, of course, enables the traffic of websites to increase. And so we have 20 keywords as a standard. There are other packages also available on demand. So really, this is geared towards companies who wants to do lead generation and wants to become more visible on the internet and is looking for a solution to optimize their traffic. Of course, this does not involve just website SEO, but also includes the SEO on social media channels. Right, so that is that product. Let's move on to the next one. That was SEO services. I skipped this one here. Social media management goes together with social media advertising. We, in the past, have had many clients who didn't want to actually run social media ad campaigns, who just wanted social media management. That is for a client like that, who just want someone to look after their social media channel, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and just look after the management of the brand on these channels. All right, so all of these rates that you see are monthly service rates, and in Annexure 1 that we've sent you are the hours, the monthly hours connected to each of these. And so each of these are charged at a monthly rate. And of course, we manage the project hours internally to ensure that we are able to deliver what we have promised the client. And so really, brands that are effectively managed or brands that effectively manage their social media presence gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. And that is what this service is about, is making sure that these brands live on social channels. Right, next one. As I said, I'm just going to be going through each of these one by one to introduce you to all of our services. And so here comes the one that you saw right at the bottom of the funnel, MaaS product, which stands for Marketing as a Service. And this really is a fully outsourced service and suits clients who are at this point looking for a solution that to save costs. Because if you look at the cost, it's impossible to run an entire marketing department on 75,000 rand. But we offer an outsourced solution that enables a client to run their entire marketing department as an outsourced service, where we manage that for the client and we undertake the entire, excuse me, the entire functionality of a full scale marketing department. Right, so that is marketing as a service. And of course, what is great is that a lot of clients are able to uh, reallocate their budgets and work more smartly with their cash flow. And I foresee this option becoming a very popular option going forward as brands are really sharpening their pencils and becoming a lot more smart in how they work with their money to optimize their cash flow. So, yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. There's quite a number of products here, and I want to not make this video too long. Right, so that is the MaaS service, marketing as a service. Marketing strategy services. Let's click on that. Marketing strategy. So, of course, the main thing about marketing strategy is the building of the value proposition. And not just the value proposition, but the entire strategy of the enterprise, which target markets they're going to attract, the positioning of the business, the type of strategies it's going to deploy in capturing those markets. This is the strategic side of the business. That's very, very important. Many enterprises do not have this skill set on board. And so we have a think tank team that are able to allow that brand to hit its mark because it's had a very clever, smart strategy. And of course, once the strategy is built, one can then from there on move into the operations side, which is building the marketing plan. So let's go to that one. I think that's the next one in the list. Marketing strategy. The marketing plan. I'll come back to soundboarding. Marketing plan. Marketing planning services. So this is really where we now look at the operational side that gives birth from the strategy, gives birth to the operational side, the actual planning of the marketing plan. That gives us the ability to execute the strategy. So a lot of brand managers do not have the labor or the manpower to do the execution. They perhaps have the strategy and they get busy with so much else that they do not have the manpower or the hours to actually deliver the strategy. So again, our team's able to rally around the strategy, interpret the strategy, add value to the strategy, and then execute it as a marketing plan. So this is another one of the products that form part of the supporting services line of products. Okay, now let's look at the excuse me, the soundboarding service. I find this a great conversation starter because these couple of products that we've looked at now are all hourly charged products. So the commitment is there's no monthly commitment or contractual commitment, and a prospective client can buy an hour at a time. And so I find a lot of clients that feel, well, I'd like to first see if these guys can deliver or if they're really worth their oats. Um, a good way to start that conversation for me is to say, well, why don't I come in and bring my team so we can do some soundboarding? In other words, we look at that which you find a little difficult or something that you perhaps want to brainstorm together with us as a soundboarding service that you would like to better. Some maybe it's your marketing strategy, maybe it's your positioning, perhaps it's your product strategy or your product matrix. It could be anything. Man, you've now watched all those videos that I've sent you on the basics of marketing, and there's just so much that can go wrong. There's a lot inside there. And so the brand manager or marketing manager may say, sure, I'll hire you for 1 hour. I mean, what's that? 375 hour. Let me call you out for 1 hour and let's sit and solve this one problem. I just cannot fix this one little thing. And I find this a great conversation starter because by fixing that, you gain their trust, and really one thing leads to the next. And before you know it, you're helping them to build their brand equity. That's what we're really after, right? Okay, so next one, next one, next one, next one. Let's have a look. Soundboarding, planning, we've done the planning. Lead generation, that's part of our supporting services. Lead generation and lead generation is something that a lot of people do. It is a very specialized service. We have many ways that we deploy lead generation, and we also have a couple of options around lead generation. So we have three packages. We have 100 leads per month. Sorry, where's my mouse? 100 connections per month. We have 180 connections per month and 250 connections per month. Right? So most of our lead generation we do via LinkedIn, although we do deploy all the other platforms as well for lead generation, depending whether the customer is a B2C type of client or a B2B type of client, because that is important. We will get not very far, excuse me, if the type of service your client is offering is a B2C service and we're trying to jump onto LinkedIn. uh, so that's lead generation. But what is important to understand is that part of lead generation is the funnel setup. So we have to build a funnel before we can extrapolate leads. And so let's look at the funnel setup. Funnel setup is a once-off cost, right? Lead generation is a monthly fee, and the client can do the contract month to month until they would like to terminate the service. The funnel setup is a once-off fee. So there you go. Funnel setup. Let's have a look at that. Funnel setup. So what happens is uh, our team sits with the client, looks at their requirements, understands their market, understands the needs of the market, understands what is it that pulls the strings to their ideal and potential buyer and customer, right? And based on that, we build the funnel, the entire structure. That is a lot of work. Includes landing pages, marketing portals, servers, some AI, uh, all sorts of other little things which I'm not going to talk about now. Lots of nice technology, and I think for 14,000 rand, this is a bargain. This service should be 30 to 40,000 rand, but anyway, right. Let's move on and let's get to the end of this video. Uh, marketing, soundboarding, planning, lead generation, lead funnel, graphic design services. Okay, so some of our clients do not have in-house graphic design. We are able to add that to our bill and charge out for graphic design. This is a fee, an hourly fee, an hourly rate. Um, so this includes any design, any graphic design, whether it be for um, website work, whether it be for social media work, whether it be for um, uh, brand work, any of this. This is the hourly rate for that. Okay, graphic design, pretty easy to understand. Let's move on. Same with copywriting services. Same story. Copywriting services. This goes for social media pages. This goes for blogs. This goes for articles. This goes for um, websites. This is for wherever copywriting is required. We have a rate per hour that we charge out for any copywriting. Should the client not have an in-house copywriter or access to a good copywriter? Okay, so copywriting is very, very important. It is the written art and the written way to communicate the magic that a brand carries. So to me, it is a very, very important part uh, of the brand and one of the key constructs that any brand should have. Right, let's move on. We're almost done. Um, let's have a look. Where are we? Google advertising. We all know how this works. This goes with search campaigns, Google AdWorks, all of those nice things. This again, this is just to manage the ad campaign. This is excluding the spend, right? This is just to set up the account, build the PPC, build all the things behind the scenes, and all the visuals to build everything that is necessary. All right, so that is that. Right, so all of these descriptions and will be visible on the client's quote when they require or request a quotation. Okay, we'll teach you how to do the quotations. Right, so that is Google advertising, email marketing. Um, one of our marketing infrastructure services will be marketing portals and CRM platforms. What is important to accompany that as a service is email marketing. Many customers or clients do not have this as part of their outfit or in their marketing department. So we offer this as a supporting service, and we're able to um, we're able to work with the data from the database, build a list, and excuse me, build the different sequences, and then uh, use our AI to send it out and do various things with the email campaign. So this is a very easy way to remain in contact with your customers and also a lot of people that use online shopping carts and things like that and have lost some clients to dropped carts are able to follow up with these clients and say, we noticed that your cart has dropped. Is there anything we can do to help? Or could you tell us what went wrong? Etc. etc. It's all just a very good way to any excuse to maintain contact with our client or their client. All right. let's move on from email marketing. We've done Google advertising, email marketing, copywriting. Okay, brand valuation services. So this is a crucial part of the journey of the value chain that we offer. Of course, this is the beginning after the free consultation, where we offer the brand valuation service to value the brand. And this service takes approximately 40 minutes with the client, where we take the client through a dashboard portal, and the client answers 100 questions, and our AI captures all the answers, and of course, then um, populates a report for us. So we then take that and present it to our client and discuss various things from the dashboard and the report with our client. So this service is billed at 12,000 Rand, and it's a very, very, very powerful service. Uh, from the certificate that comes with the service, the brand manager, marketing manager can take the magic number on this certificate and update the balance sheet. So this is a very important discussion that we had in the first video, is what happens on the balance sheet. So this, the brand value that is then forthcoming from this service can then be recorded on the balance sheet. This is a very, very popular service, and it opens the funnel to the rest of our development and support services. All right, almost done. Of course, next down the funnel is the brand tracking service. It's a subscription service, a monthly subscription service that then facilitates the annual brand audit and records the new brand value digitally and keeps a track of the equity growth. And it also offers very basic, it gives you 20 very basic data analytic tools, right? And so we will be in January somewhere, we will be loading the other products as well, which you saw on the funnel there, which is um, the data analytics services, the AI and data analytics services, which is a far heavier version of this analytics. Gives you up to 80 parameters that can be analyzed. It's a very, very, so then it jumps from 20 to 80 and beyond. It's a very, very powerful service. And typically blue chip companies such as Unilever, Coca-Cola, ABI, SA Breweries, those kind of companies are the ones that would need it. Also, the ones that work with IoT would really benefit from those services. Okay, but we will be adding that onto our product page in January. Right, the last one coming up, and that is the gold part that we all rush to at the end of the day. Our main offering, brand equity development service. This is a monthly service, 8 hours a month. This is 8 hours face-to-face time with the client. And we then commit to a journey of the minimum of 12 months, ideally 2 years that the client should, but of course, there's a contractual commitment of 12 months where the client evaluates after 12 months and can commits again to another 12 months. But this is a long-term commitment of 12 months where the client then commits to the development of their brand, right? So our specialist team gets involved in developing the brand equity engine, and But we skipped the MI and MIS development. Let's go back. How did we skip that? We have not gone to all the products yet. Brand equity, brand tracking, brand valuation, Google advertising, email marketing, copywriting, graphic design, lead funnel, lead generation. That I need to delete. MIS and MI. There you go. These are the last two. Okay. So with that in mind, let me talk about MIS development. This is the equity engine development. MIS stands for Marketing Intelligence System. So this is for a client who says, I do not want to uh, I do not want to connect to or commit to a 12-month journey. From my assessment, I want to highlight the flags that are bothering me the most, and I want you to work on that, right? That's really what this is about. And forthcoming from there will be another conversation which works alongside with the MIS conversation, Marketing Intelligence System, which is the marketing infrastructure system. I'm going to quickly spend just a little bit of time on that because it's important to understand that um, this is the part of marketing that very few understand at this point, and that is why we primarily have repositioned our offering and created a new brand for this new offering, and we're pursuing a new segment and a new market, really. And that is that the marketing discipline has changed completely. It is really now a cohesion or a collaboration between three disciplines, which is IT, data science, and marketing. That is the new marketing scene. And so, of course, with that in mind, we have to understand that brands can only thrive once they are in the right environment. So when we look at brand value development, we look at three main things, just like a pregnant woman. We look at the baby, we look at the mother's body, and we look at her environment for the sake of the child. So also in brand equity development, we look at the brand, the enterprise, and its environment. These are all important. And likewise, when we look at marketing intelligence systems development, we look at marketing infrastructure because it is what supports the marketing intelligence system. So, what is this infrastructure? Let's have a look. This is all very, very important. It's not just marketing portals, it's not just marketing servers or IT engines. Uh, this world has changed so fast and so much has changed. So, really, in a nutshell, um, it comprises of servers, right? Data management systems that are responsible for collection of data, warehousing of the data, management of the data, and also uh, what's the word I'm looking for now? The analytics of the data, which is a very complex, highly sophisticated affair. Then data science platforms that involves AI, BI, which is artificial intelligence, business intelligence, machine learning, and blockchain technology. IT systems, CRM platforms, ERP systems, right? Internal, external integrations, backend platforms, APIs, dashboard analytics, AI. Wow, all these things. You know, when I studied marketing, um, none of this was on the horizon even. How exciting this world has become. So exciting, so exciting. And so nothing can survive without infrastructure. And the marketing engine behind a brand cannot survive without infrastructure. So these things are very, very important. The development of a marketing infrastructure system. Right. So that brings us to the end, excuse me, of our product offering, the product training. And we'll be going through this in a lot more detail. But here's just a quick overview of the 12 marketing products. And thanks for watching. We'll be in touch and chatting soon again. Goodbye now.